Welcome guys to another IER racing. So this is season 1 round 2 here at Canada. So with Canada guys, it is one of those circuits that you really have to work your angles out properly, especially on some of the corners. We'll run through a track rundown in a moment. Got first person in the chat saying it's Vedran saying hello. Hello Vedran, thank you very much for joining us. So qualifying session is a short qualifying session that'll be starting in 17, 18, 16 seconds now. So we are expecting a good amount of laps from these drivers. We've got various skill, ability, and we've got rain. I do love a wet Canada race. Now I will be completely honest with you guys, I was expecting rain at Canada. It's go-to weather for Canada, so yeah, that's something that we should be expecting. Right, so I don't think people are going to be going out on any slick tyres at all. They should be going on wets or intermediates. So we'll see what these drivers are throwing on in a moment. If they're sticking on Vedran looks like he's the first car out. So he's saying not feeling good for this one. Oh, you should be feeling great for this one, buddy. We've got Ken Dawes saying evening guys, evening Ken, thanks for joining us, buddy. It's great to see drivers out there. Let's have a look. Right, am I seeing this right? Are these drivers out on soft tyres? Mediums? Right. This has confused me like something crazy. Why would there's no dry line and yet these drivers are going out on softs? What's told them to go out on softs? We'll see what happens when they get round. So I certainly would have been sticking on a set of intermediates on this weather straight away. Doesn't look as like it's too heavy, but all these drivers, everybody's pretty much getting out straight away. Is it get out quick enough because it's good enough for the dry tyre, where it's not too wet for that? So let's have a look. Let's see who we've got. So Nizzy is our first driver. I'll do a rundown lap in a moment. So Canada, as people understand that it is the Jacques Villeneuve circuit. Jacques Villeneuve circuit, I believe. I do apologise, guys. Yeah, so it used to be called the Notre Dame circuit because it was built on the Isle Notre Dame, which is a man-made island on the St. Lawrence Seaway. It is 2.7 miles. That's 14 turns, 7 to the left, 7 to the right. It's one of the few circuits that has an equal number. Most of them do have a number more, one side more than the other because it's a circle, obviously, but I think it's the hairpins and the sharp corners that actually brings the number of right-hand corners down. As Nizzy is about to cross over the line, as goes through the final chicane, sliding around that corner. A sticks a time of a 1:17.2, but Phil has put a 1:14.9, a fantastic lap by Phil. We've got TP on 1:15.1, Scotty on a 1:15.3. Alonso jumps on with a 1:14.3 and Che Guevara on a 1:14.8. So fantastic to see these guys. Some fantastic laps. We've got Quichi who's on a 1:28.6. I know he'll take a lot of time off that, but if he doesn't, I don't think the game does apply the 107 rule. I kind of wish it does, because then I'll probably never qualify for a race in my life. But yeah, that was quite a bizarre view on that Red Bull there. Let's quickly saying he's taken off 10 seconds of his time, which is very believable. I'm sure the first lap was hindered at some point, but let's see how he does going around now. As to do, he's heading up to the final chicane. Doesn't invalidate, luckily. A 116.9 puts himself there in 11th so far. We're going to go on board with Decky. Now Decky is on an out lap, so when Decky goes round, he'll be doing a fast lap, and that's just why we're just giving that camera angle. When Decky gets to the start finish line, I will be doing a lap rundown. So, few little facts. The island was created for the Expo in 1967. It was Olympic venue in 1976. So it was left there doing nothing for all that time. The circuit was created and it was opened in 1978. As we jump on board with Decky, let's drop everything away. Leave a little map up as Decky is going to start his fast lap. So here we go, as we head into turn 1, falls into turn 2. Turn 2 is this tight right-handed hairpin, open out into the short, smooth bend up to turn 3 and 4 chicane. So this is your first of your chicanes. And there's another mini chicane, but it's not marked up on the turns. Onto turn 6, or it is 5, there, 6 and 7 there, the second chicane. As we hammer around, heading down into 8 and 9, which again is another wide sloping chicane. So there's 4 chicanes already, guys, not including the first one. Oh, and we had a car that spun round, hopefully not causing an incident. I'll go have a little look into that as Dickie goes round the hairpin of turn 10 around turn 11 here on turn 12. So is that a chicane? It's the way it moves, it's like a chicane, but it's not too much up on. So right down and go straight into the pitch rather than go mad. I think that is it. And I think that was maybe Addy that's crashed out, because he is the other one who's gone grey. Let's have a little look. Race direct there. Into the terminal damage for Addy. So Addy has invalidated his lap and he's crashed out. So let's have a look at the drivers we've got so far. So we've got Alonso up in first with a 1:14.3. Johnny Stokes on 1:14.7. Che well. A 1:14.8. Philip on a 1:14.9, and toilet paper over there on a 1:15.1. Giuliano C on a 1:15.1. We got Addy on a 1:15.2. Dutchy McDutchface on a 1:15.2. We have Scotty Harris on a 1:15.3. We have Peko Katsu on a 1:16.4. Kutch on a 1:16.9. Nizzy on a 1:17.1. And Laquita Jaja on a 1:22.5. So various amounts of pace there for our drivers. We've got Izzy in the chat showing Gaz. Hey Izzy, thanks for joining us. Let us know what you think. I'm a bit bewildered why all these drivers are out on slicks in this weather. I don't know whether it's just me or Chenko while really slowing down. I'm not too sure what's going on with Chenko while So he's put a 114.4. I think this is him going back to the pits. So Thierry on a 114.2. It's invalidated his lap there, but that's quite a fantastic lap from Thierry. I'm expecting him to have a good performance today. Waiting for Yo Moitos. Just as I'm about to say that, he's on a 120.46. We've still got Decky to do a lap. So let's have a look who's out. Let's jump on board with Vedran as he is coming up the final sector. Push it as much as he can. Let's see how he takes this chicane, because this chicane is the one where people are most worried about. Cuts the corner quite nicely there. I think the track limits on this version of the game are a bit more forgiving at that chicane than previously, because you'd have to really get over the curbs. I mean, always you got to get half over the curbs rather than mostly over the curbs on last one. We've got Jay Ditmer going, let's go TP, get P1. Good chance for TP to keep P1, but then we do have drivers such as Johnny Stokes, who is very quick. We've got Vedran, who's proven that he can be quick. Julian's done quite well in the past. We've got drivers such as Scotty Harris, who should be up there as well. Nizzy's shown some pace in the past, but don't know what's going on with him today. Yeah, so looking for a bit more pace from some of these drivers. As Decky is out. He's on his out lap. Look at here, Krita Jaja is just behind him. And then we've got Thierry going, hey guys, thanks for commentating. My pleasure guys, my pleasure. I don't mind commentating. It's getting really late and it's quite nice. And Canada is one of my favourite circuits. I think it's my overall favourite circuit to watch, commentate on, because chances of events happening, good overtaking, it's all there. So I'm expecting some good pace from our drivers. I'm expecting some fantastic overtakes. Got to be watching Julian making some moves down into 10, 8. Let's see if he see if he ends up repeating what happened to him in regionals. I'm just gonna pause for one moment while I go get a drink. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find who is out. So I'm gonna jump on board with Pekal Katsu while I just go have a little break, let you sit and enjoy the sound of this AlphaTauri as it is about to do a fast lap. And that's a fantastic improvement there from Mr. Katsu there. Absolutely brilliantly done. Puts him up into 11, so that's 115.6. Can take a lot more. He's fighting oversteer through some of the corners, so maybe he needs to think about how his wings were set. Maybe not hit the throttle a bit too much on the exit of some of the corners. It's little adjustments that he would need to make to really capitalise on the pace he actually showed there. So we'll have a quick one first as we've got Phil has put a 1:14.0 right on there in provisional pole with TP with a 1:14.2. I don't think he's going to be taking time off it now. But I've got a feeling I might be the only one who's actually seen rain. Because these drivers are put on slicks. Bit of locking up there for TP. Alonso in the pits with a 1:14.3. Chego Wallace retired from the session with a 1:14.4. Julian with a 1:14.4 as well. That's really tight between some of these drivers. Really, really tight. We've got a bad driver with 1:14.5. We've got 26 1:14.7. We have Dutch McDutch face is facing the wrong way. Holding out, spin it quick. Get out of the way, and he done that, executed that quite well there. Dutchy McDutch face, just as about to turn out to him. He's got probably one of the names I do love the most. And now he's going after Ness. He hasn't got any witted damage. That's surprising. I thought he would have smashed that that wing off with that kind of spin, but no, that's quite good for him. Let's see if he'll be able to harvest that energy back and get himself going for another lap. So, but he's got a 1:15.2 at the moment. That's quite nice there. Top there, getting him in ninth. Scotty Harris with 1:15.3. Lowell Phillips get through. Pecco with 1:15.6. Allow everybody to get past him because I think he is heading straight into the pits. Decky with 1:15.8 and then retires from the session. We have Lucky Jar up at 13th with 1:16.1. Crutchy 1:16.9 heading back into the pits as we are ending the qualifying session. Nizzy now on a 1:17.1 and fighting that car around. That's both Hasses look like they're struggling around it, and well, Nizzy. That was I can't believe I was caught on stream, Nizzy. Blatantly never slowed down for that chicane. And misses out of going for a fast lap there. But come on, Nizzy, that wasn't kosher. So I think that's pretty much the end of it. The last three. Let's see what we've got. Alonso and Philip, who are both out there. Philip is basically going to be the last driver. Let's see what Alonso can do. And he heads straight into pits, and so does Philip. Scotty Harris is our last driver out on circuit. We all know that he will be going straight into the pits, but with that pace he's doing now, he is just cruising around gently. But come on, let's just qualifying. Am I impressed? No. Here and there, really. Expected more from some drivers. Unfortunately for Andy crashing out. I'm not too sure what happened there, but I'm sure if there was any bad sportsmanship from anyone, we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, it's just it's one of those things. So we've got Philip on pole with alongside him. We've got Thierry, Alonso in third with Jane Gainwell in fourth. Julian in fifth with Bertrand in sixth. We've got Johnny Stokes in seventh. We've got Addy in eighth. Dutch McDutchface in ninth. We've got Scotty Harris in 10th. We've got Pekal Katsu in 11th. We've got Deki in 12th. Lokito Shasha in 13th. We've got Crutchy in 14th. Lizzie in 15th. And Mulyo. I'm thinking that's meant to be Demalio. Demalio usually is a lot quicker than this. So quick view for our stream. Let's have a look. Incidents quickly. Cutting corners. So we've got Nizzy and Lokito Jar Jar cutting corners. It looks like it's the same corner. So, guys, cutting corners, we're going to be looking for them. This is one of those circuits that you can cut corners, and it's a sunny race day. Luckily, for that's probably why they are forced themselves to make sure they qualify on the right tyres. Formation lap will follow soon, and then we'll get into a nice race. Pit stop wise, 35 laps. It's a short circuit in comparison to some of the circuits out there. It's 35 laps of chicane after chicane after chicane with hairpins either ends of the route. So you're thinking like it's like a chicane hairpin for first, followed by another chicane, followed by a sloped chicane, followed by another chicane, followed by a long chicane, followed by a hairpin, followed by a far sloped chicane, followed by a tight chicane. It's like there isn't any normal corners. Now, here we go, Codemasters. Time for my first rant. That looked like something from the PlayStation 2 era. So guys, let me know what you're thinking. Drop a message in, tell me who you think is going to be on pole. Sorry, who's going to be first, second and third on the podium. How many safety cars? Now we've seen in the past the safety cars on this game. If you follow any of my other streams, you'd see that be safety car after safety car after safety car. Whether these settings have reduced safety cars, I'm not too sure. If there's reduced, it means that pretty much unknown. They really do limit it down to like severe incidents, whereas this doesn't. And where the normal one doesn't reduce it for severe incidents. It's just an instance where there could be further damage. So I'm hoping it's a normal one, but I don't mind a few safety cars. I do mind if there's an accident and there's no safety car because there's no realism in it. I know people go, I wanted that out. I just want to race. Yeah, but this is F1, guys. We want to see it. So we got Thierry and Philip really hammering that, and Alonso slowing everybody else down. Now, in all fairness, I don't think that should be allowed. In all fairness, I don't think that drivers such as Alonso should be dictating the pace of the formation lap when it should be the first driver. That is the advantage of being on pole, is to get that under their control, no one else's. You want to control the formation lap, you get yourself on pole. If not, just stay with flow. Don't allow yourself to go too far back, as we are waiting for lights. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. They're out and go. So here we are. We are starting. It's an incident at the back already. Now that looks like that's a glitch, because Pekal Car is just like so. That's Kita Jar Jar and Nizzy both with wing damage, with Pekal Katsu pretty much stuck at start finish line. So we have a yellow flag in sector 1. And Pekal Katsu gets a penalty for jump starting. Are you having a giraffe? That's unbelievable. Gets a penalty for jump starting, and yeah, even though he was stuck there. That was just unbelievable. So let's have a look. So we got Alonso's made a move up into second, TP down first, Chain go well in fourth, Bertrand in fifth, Julian in sixth. We got quite tight toes, got Harris a little bit further back, and we've got speed in the pit lane for Nikita Jar Jar. Addy's in the pit. I'll tell you what. Do you know, speed in the pit lane doesn't help you. Gives you a 5-second penalty that you're not going to be able to get rid of for not braking in time. Yeah, it's a slow pit entry, but then you can see it from miles away. It's not like you have to turn any corners or like slip come around the final bend quite fast and go straight into it. It's a long straight. You have a perfectly vision to work out your braking distance. No excuse, as Johnny Stokes has retired. He's crashed out. Johnny Stokes has crashed out. Oh no. So we've got a virtual safety car. So Laquita Jar Jar is the next car to come up to where Johnny Stokes has crashed out. Now he's crashed out exactly where Addy crashed out, and pretty much exactly the same part. So probably have a bit of oversteer, tried to correct it too much, tried to correct it again, and smack into a wall. That's my sense of it all. So virtual safety car. So we're looking at these cars slow now. Let's jump in. Let's give us the detail. Let's place changes. Let's see who's made gains and who's lost. So we have Lonzo's up 1 place, Thierry's down 1, Vedrod's up 1, Julian is down 1, Scotty Harris up 3, Decky is down 4, Crutchy is up 4 places, nicely done. Damalio is up 5. We've got Lakita Jar Jar on up 1 place. I think that's be like a little bit vengeful from some drivers. Something I would like to see more about through the stewards. Pekal speeding on the safety car, and that is basically what, as we're back racing again, he's probably had a negative delta as the safety car has ended. His race is being ruined by a glitch. If that was me, I'd be honest, I would quit there and then. It's just bizarre. And that looked like that tile locking up there for Philip. Let's see where the battles are. The battles. Kita Jar Jar with another penalty. Now, Nizzy's retired from the session. I think Nizzy's retired in the pits. And the 111.008 for Alonso. See, that kind of proves that it could have. Would the times have been much better if they use intermediates in the rain for qualifying? I would have stuck a set of intermediates on. and went for it. Because if you stick a set of mediums on, you get tyre choice. So you could have done a half decent lap in the rain with intermediates and then have tyre choice for qualifying. Let's have a look and see what tyre choices everybody's got again. So it's soft, 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 medium, medium, soft, soft, medium, 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 soft, and he put on a set of hards. So a few drivers have gone into the pits already. So we've got Philip Alonso, who is battling it out. So F Alonso 14S. I think he's trying to say that he is Fernando Alonso. It's quite nice for him to be in the Alpine as well with that name. Oh, penalties, guys. This is quite hot on the penalties. Peckel has managed to get rid of his drive-through penalty and his 5-second penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. Peter Charger with 8-second penalty. It's a huge amount, really. So here we go, as Philip has made that move before the champion chicane. Absolutely fantastic there move by Philip. Quite shocked that Alonso allowed that to happen, but the DRS going up there would have enabled Philip to actually get really under his wing, get some momentum going before that chicane. Fantastic manoeuvre. Let's see, we've got Thierry now. Thierry's looking to get past Alonso as well. And we've got Scotty Harris with a 3-second time penalty. This is where it's all starting, guys. We're starting to get penalties left, right and centre. Let's get rid of the penalty. Let's leave it on tyres, because that way then we can see how these tyres are doing. We don't have as much of a... You can normally see the gradient of the tyres quite easily, but they've blended that quite well with the game. So it's quite hard to see it, but you can still see the shading getting darker as the tyre gets thinner. Where's our battles, guys? Where's our chain game? Wow, chain game. Wow, looking to get past Amalio. And he does. Up into 10th, back into the points positions there for chain game. Wow. Oh, it should be chain game. Woo! Just with the double O. We are hammering up to going up. Vetton's got a bit of a gap from himself to Crutchy. Crutchy is one of those no assist drivers that he's clean. He's very, very clean. He just needs to find a bit more pace from his usual, but he seems to be doing quite well. As Dutchy McDutchface is gone spinning around again. Manages to control that quite well, execute a 360 and not take out Crutchy. But that's Crutchy up into 7th now, and Dutchy McDutchface has got a lot of work to do to catch him up. Quite bizarre there for a lot of these drivers to be where they are at the moment. So we've got Decky now closing in to Scotty Harris. He has got DRS. Had to slow down quite a lot to make sure he didn't cut that chicane. And Philippe is in the pits. So that is a quick pass there for some of our drivers. Crutchy is closing up. Will Crutchy get in front of Philip? No, Philip manages to escape the pit lane before Crutchy gets there. It's quite bizarre how usually the pit stop is longer than a circuit, but not in Canada. You go straight on into the pits from the track, and then from the pit stop straight back out, straight into the track again. There's no deviation, there's no coming away from the line. It's pretty much a straight line all the way through from track, through pit stop to track. The actual track itself comes off in 2 chicanes, so almost like a bus stop chicane. The start finish straight, and Thierry is in the pits. So Alonso going out for another lap. These tyres will last another 3-4 laps before they become ineffective, and we've got a safety car. And he's out. And I think Andy's car has been moved, because we just almost seen another car getting collected. So this is a perfect time for these drivers who are half a lap behind to be jumping in the pits. Fresh tyres. Get yourself back out. Perfect time for Alonso, really, and Julian as well. But Thierry has managed to jump them along with Phil. So Thierry has managed to get the lead onto the safety car. Philip in second, with Alonso in third. We have Julian in fourth, Scotty Harris in fifth, Decky in sixth. We've got Quitchy in seventh. Dutch Face in 8th, Akito Jaja in the pits. He's gone down the order. Chenge Wow is in 9th, Vedran in 10th. Akito Jaja is in 11th. Okay, I'm not too sure what's going on with this driver at the moment. So Demario is in 11th, Lukita Jar in 12th, Hekel Katsu in 13th, stuck behind the front 2 runners. Dives into the pits. Serve his penalty. I don't understand why people get to serve the penalty under a safety car. I hate the game allow them to do that, and that's... And Pekal has done that. It's exploited that trick. Intentionally going into the pit to get rid of that penalty. So D'Amelio now, he's right behind. The safety car is in on this lap. He's right behind his teammate, who is a lap down. So Thierry now slowing down the pack. See, Canada's one of those circuits. It is so easy to work out when to go, which is usually right after the chicane. I will be honest though, I'll be tempted to go just before the chicane, because then you get everybody going, slow a bit down again for the chicane, get through the chicane and it's hammer again. You might catch them twice. And that was a smart move there by Thierry. He knew that Philip thought that he was going to go right after the chicane, and Philip actually pounced a bit, but then realised that Thierry wasn't gone, and had to kind of slow down again. And we have a yellow flag in sector 1. Oh! Philip crashed out. He's took out Decky. Laquita's Jar is out. Laquita Jar is crashed out. We had Philip crash out and Decky got collected. And all it is yellow flag in sector 1 and 2. That's a bigger crash than what happened to Johnny Stokes and Addy. And yet, there we go, it's all cleared up and off to go. I don't understand how that wasn't a safety car. But absolutely bizarre moments, really bizarre moments seeing Decky, Philip crashing out like that. Not too sure what happened. I just caught us seeing a spinning McLaren. Speaking of spinning McLarens, if anybody's seen the qualifying today, you would have saw a horrific crash, basically due to FIA negligence. The FIA should not have allowed those cars to leave. The drivers said it's not safe, and they still allowed. Still like no, you can, no, sorry, still going ahead. They had to go out. If they didn't go out, they would not have put in the time. But that qualifying session should have been postponed. They should have waited until it cleared up a bit. But I'm hoping that Lando Norris does make a joke out of it. Does pull Max up going, oh, why was you celebrating your pole win when I was getting checked at the hospital? Because it's exactly what I would do. So here we go. 15 laps gone. We still, well, 14 laps gone. 21 to go. Dutch race picks penalties. He's got penalties going left, right, centre. Now, quite unfortunate that 16 drivers started. We've only got 10 remaining, and we've got drivers that Pekka Katsu really needs to start thinking about is, yeah, he got held up at the beginning with the glitch, but that no excuse for the intentional rule breaking. Chain going well, back up into 9th. Dropped down a bit with early pit stop. Crutchy having a fantastic race here in 8th. D'Amelio up into 7th. We've got Dutch race in 6th. We've got Vedran in 5th. Julian right behind Alonso and Scotty Harris. Scotty Harris, I think Thierry needs to really thank Scotty Harris right now, because Scotty Harris is holding up Alonso quite well. If anybody's seen the TTFL race yesterday, they would have seen an absolutely epic performance by DXD Iceman, and we're seeing the same kind of behaviour from Scotty Harris right now. We've got Dutch Face going into the pits, and he's back out. D'Amelio with a 3-second penalty. So Crutchy almost catching up with Dutch face. As we are all hoping now for a bit more excitement now. Where's our next battle? We've got Julian, who is looking to get past Alonso. And we've got Julian, who is closing in. To apologise for that little moment there. Technical issue. As Julian is getting really close into Alonso. Alonso's hanging on the back of Scotty Harris. Scotty Harris is that 3-second gap there to Thierry is getting bigger and bigger. So Thierry really does need to thank Scotty Harris, because Scotty Harris will have to pit in a few laps' time due to being on the soft tyres. Alonso on the hard tyres. I don't think he might get. He won't get all. I don't think he get all the way on them, but you get most of the way. Could push them to the end. Julian on 7-lap hole mediums. I'm sure these guys will have to pit again. Pecco now really sitting behind Demario, so he's dropping down a few places. Seems that I'm not too sure. I think the stewards will need to look at this driver's racing at the moment. This is Julian again, still in 4th. Start to lose a gap now to Alonso. Alonso's managed to break away. Which means that you can focus. Alonso can now focus on getting past Scotty Harris. What Scotty could do now is hold back Alonso a bit more. Let's have a look at the penalty situation right now. So they're all 3 seconds. So basically, they are playing in. So Julian just needs to get closer and a bit closer. Start climbing into the podium positions. Really needs to start thinking, because he's lost so much time. He's lost 2 seconds in the space of half a lap. That's shocking. And Scotty's in the pits. And now just looking at that that time there for Alonso, dropping down very quickly there, over 3 seconds at the hairpin, and now it's 2.7, so half a second roughly. Julian up into 3rd, still needs to start climbing, and he's doing fantastic at chain game. Wow, well, sorry, chain game, woo! With a 3-second penalty. At various stages of tyre wear for a lot of these drivers. Kutchi in 8th still. He's right behind Chain going, woo! And Pekka Katsu still right behind D'Amelio. D'Amelio being his teammates. Needs to think of what he's got to, if he's got to use Pekka, or could send Pekka in front of him, use him for DRS, and then capitalize DRS at the by the hairpin, get past them at the hairpin, and then just hammer home. Start them off really well for a fast lap. Very close there to that wall there from D'Amelio. What a fantastic helicopter view of the two AlphaTauris, both with a lap difference. Vedran at 8th at the moment. He's right behind Kutchi. Hoping this battle does increase as Vedran is. This is going to be where the battle is right now. As Vedran is closing in on Kutchi. Kutchi still within reach of Chain Gang. Woo! What if this view makes me feel sick. Look at the helmet. What? Well, sorry, the lack thereof. Imagine if Lando Norris was wearing that helmet today. I don't think we'd have Lando Norris with us. Let's go round. Does get past Kutchi on that straight. How does Vedran make of Chain Gang? Whoop. It seems to be closing in. Slowly and surely he will be closing that driver in. And Chain Gang Woo will have to be over defensive to hold Vedran back, who is, as the past has shown, a very formidable and quick driver. As again with a bizarre camera angle from Codemasters. Yeah, shows the wing, shows the open, shows clothes, shows the wheels. Doesn't really entertain me at all. Scotty Harris picks up the fastest time of 1:10.3. Fantastic lap by Scotty Harris. Absolutely. And Chain Gang Woo. It just wooed right off. Now giving Kutchi 7th and Vedran 6th. Chain Gang Woo. Is he going in the pits? No, he's not. So a bizarre moment for Chain Gang Woo, as he's now got to work again to get past Kutchi. A very late lunge there. Now pack out Katsu, ignoring blue flags. Yes, he is faster than D'Amelio, but you don't ignore blue flags. Regardless of it, it's... I think I'm just going to stay away from Pekka Katsu at the moment. It's not good entertainment watching a driver deliberately ignoring flags. And Alonso's had a spin. Scotty Harris is now up into 3rd. and he's lost a big chunk of wing. Has Fernando. We'll be expecting him into the pits. Has he got enough time to get into the pits and back out before Vedran closes in? I do think that is possible. With 42 seconds, it should be plenty of time. So we're on lap 25 of 35. 10 and a half laps to go. That's a bit of a weird camera angle, isn't it? You can see the straight, you can see the wheel, it's just bizarre. It's kind of like, yeah, I can't explain it. It's just a bit bizarre. So we have Julian, Thierry in first with a huge margin to Julian, who is hoping that Thierry picks up another 3-second penalty to give him a chance there for first place. Scotty Harris in second. We've got Alonso in Scotty Harris in third, Alonso in fourth, Vedran in fifth, Crutchy in sixth. Fantastic race for Crutchy right now as Chain Gang is trying to get past him round. I tell you what, that was really nice to see. I think that was a little bit coming together, but not enough to send Chain Gang right off. But then, absolutely fantastic. Couldn't see how much contact Crutchy got with Chain Gang Woo, if it was any. As we go around the outside, switch back. No, switch back was not because Crutchy really slowed right down, expecting Chain Gang Woo to go round the outside. And Chain Gang Woo makes the movement clean and cut before the. Tell you what, those two drivers side by side going through that chicane is absolutely unbelievable. Crutchy's now backed off a bit. Can he stay in the battle? Oh. As you can see, there's a lot. He's picked up a bit of rubber there. Has Chain Gang Woo. His tyres are a bit older than Crutchy, so we could be expecting that to affect it as well. And Crutchy did have to divert as they came together a bit. Crutchy goes really wide on that hairpin, whether it was intentionally done. And Crutchy does have DRS, but he's not using it. But uses it for the second part. Crutchy's a bit slippy there as Alonso picks up a time penalty for multiple warnings. So this battle here between Crutchy and Chain Gang Woo is kind of gone out. It's over now. That is the end of that one, because Crutchy's little wiggle has put 1.5 seconds between them. But let's have a look. Let's watch Pekko Katsu. I gave him a bit of a break. Damario's got past him. Thierry's looking to make it another lapping of Pekko Katsu. Absolutely fantastic performance from these drivers today. We had 10 drivers left out of 16. as we are entering lap 29 of 35. Pekka Katsu's car has gone AI with a no connection. Now we've got Julian, who is looking to get past. Let's have a look at penalties. So Julian could actually get first right now. Just got to keep it clean. Pekka Katsu allows Julian to get through. He's got his size set on D'Amelio in front of him. As it seems that he's got to that stage where he's getting a little bit unreachable, but his penalties will give Julian the win unless he can manage to find 1.3 seconds of time on those tyres. So Alonso now 21.3 seconds behind Scotty House. So the front three look like they were quite set, but he's got a massive gap to Vedran behind him as well. Chain game Woo on 20 lap hold, medium tyres. Can they go the distance? I really don't think they will be able to. Vedran's on fresh soft tyres. Is he going for fastest lap? I think he will be. But look at the pace that this guy's got on the chicanes. As you can see, there's a lot more pace with Vedran going through those corners than there is chain game well. Scotty Harris with his 3-second time penalty, and Alonso's in the pits. He's going for fastest lap. Set of soft tyres, he's going for fastest lap as well. Vedran picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Vedran picks up also a 109.6. Fantastic time for Vedran, but F. Alonso will be catching him up. Let's see how he does as well on the fast lap in a moment. Let's have a little look. Penalties. So we've got 6 seconds for Thierry, none for Julian. Scotty Harris on 3, Alonso on 6, Vedran on 6, Che Wu on 6. We've got D'Amelio on 6, Dutch Face on 3, Kuchi on 0, and Pekka Katsu on 5. So we are on lap 32. Starting lap 33 or 35, so we've got 3 laps to go. Could be getting to the point now where these tyres are on the limit, so that we could have a puncher somewhere. As Thierry's lining up another driver in front of him. Who is this? Is it still D'Amelio? No, it's Chengyu Wu. Scotty Harris has put on a set of soft tyres. Let's go for fastest lap. Scotty Harris just dropped down to pick up soft tyres to go for fastest lap, but then he's lost more points by doing that than go for the one fastest lap point. So equal point time penalty to us. I think we really need to beat him on track. And he's got 2 laps to do it on. Chengyu Wu. You can see that Julian is a bit way off. But can Julian hold out for that 1 second more? As Thierry is heading up to his final lap. He needs to edge out a whole second to cover his penalties. This is going to be an interesting last lap here for Thierry, as we'll leave him on board with Thierry as we watch him go around his final lap. Driver of the day. I'll give it to Julian. Between Julian and Crutchy, I'm going to go with Julian because he's up at second. Let's have a look at position changes. He's up 3 places. The game will probably give it to D'Amelio, but penalties is a big thing. D'Amelio's picked up 6 seconds. Can't give it to a lot of some of the drivers because Scotty Harris has picked up a fast lap with a 109.1. Fantastic lap from Scotty Harris as we are leading up to the final part of the circuit as Thierry heads round the chicane at the end and takes the win. Julian in second. Gets first though. Alonso. Pecco. Julian first, TP in second, we've got Alonso now in third, Scotty Harris in fourth, and Bertrand will come round in fifth. And that's the end of the race. It's a long race. 16 drivers started. 10 finished. Driver of the day for me would go to Julian. The penalties gives us the win, absolutely well deserved, but do give special mention to D'Amelio and Crutchy had a fantastic race, making massive gains just after losing at the end. Unfortunately I won't be doing interviews today. I don't do interviews while I'm solo, It's harder for me to think of questions as I'm running out through the race and commentate. So I'm going to call it at the end. Guys, thanks for joining me. You can catch regionals on here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays is commentated by DXT, and then you got the F2 IER F2. Oh, Friday, let's have a quick little go through the so we've got Julian in first, second we've got Thierry, third we've got Alonso, fourth with fast lap is Scotty. We have Red Runner fifth, Chain Game Woo is sixth, we've got Dutchy with Dutch Face in seventh, we have Demalio in eighth, we've got Crutchy in ninth, we've got Pekal in 10th. Our non-finishers today are Decky, Philip, Lakita Shajar, Adi, Nizzy and Johnny Stokes. Eventful race, yes it was. Was it entertaining? Partly. But that is the end of the race for us, guys. I just advise everybody, like, obviously all races should be recorded, and any incidents please report them to the stewards who will look into it. I can say for now that there has got to be quite a few incidents to be looked into. From my eyes there'll be things to look at, even if it might not be accidental. It might be accidental or it might be completely innocent, but things do need to be looked into. Guys, tune in again next week for our next round, which will be bear with me, I am looking for the race calendar. Next week we're at Monza. Tune in for Monza. Monza will be a fantastic race, guys. I'm sure you will love it. Until next time, guys, good night.